Before this video begins, I would quickly like to mention that this is a second video in what will be a 6-part series covering the basics of how to play Fortnite Battle Royale. The first episode, which covers the lobby, the battle pass and the different game types, is already up on the channel, and I'll have a link to it in the video description. If you haven't already seen it, then I highly recommend watching it before this video. With all that out of the way, let's get into talking about your first game of Fortnite Battle Royale. For your first game, I recommend loading into a game of Zero Build Solo, as it is the most simple and easy to understand form of the game. It is also the game mode that I play the most in the background footage and in this example. When you load into your game, you will find yourself on an island with lots of players, with weapons scattered around. Don't panic, as this isn't the real game yet, and you don't need to run to grab as many weapons as you can before laying down a torrent of fire upon your countless enemies. This is the spawn island. It is an area where you and the rest of the players wait for the 100 players to join, which are needed for the game to start. In the lobby, you can plan out where you are going to land with the map, show off your newest emotes, and use the many firearms littered around to practice your aim. Whilst in the lobby, you will see a countdown to when the game will begin. Once it does, you will be teleported into a hot air balloon bus flying high above a large island. This is the battle bus, and you can jump out of it whenever you want, before skydiving to your chosen destination. In your first game, I would not recommend landing at any of the larger cities, towns and other landmark areas, as whilst these areas will have plenty of weaponry, they often have more enemy players landing at them, so landing at a remote location would be more suitable. Any houses, huts or barns on their own would be ideal, as they will have the least players while still containing enough weapons, ammunition and supplies for you to get kitted out. As you search for your chosen drop spot, you will find items, weapons and supplies littered around and in chests. Each item will have a different colour to resemble its power, with grey being the worst and most common, green being slightly rarer but still pretty bad, blue being about average, purple being pretty rare and powerful, orange being very rare and very powerful, and yellow being the rarest and most powerful of all. Each colour of weapon also has a specific name, which you might see in challenges or hear being talked about. Grey is common, green is uncommon, blue is rare, purple is epic, orange is legendary, and yellow is mythic. You might also find exotic weapons, which are signified by a pale blue colour. These are very rare weapons that have special abilities, like a sniper rifle that fires explosive bullets, pistols that grant the user the ability to increase their jump height, and rocket launchers that can fire 4 shots at a time. When finding items, you will encounter a wide variety of weapons including machine guns, shotguns, sniper rifles, assault rifles, and pistols. It is a good idea to try and carry with you a variety of different weapons, as they will be useful in different scenarios. For example, you may want to carry a shotgun for close quarter combat, a sniper rifle for long-range fire, and an assault rifle as a general-purpose weapon. Whatever weapons you choose to use, be aware that you can only carry up to 5 items at a time, and you will nearly always want to carry with you some medical equipment to get you back on your feet after a rough battle. Medkits, med mist, bandages, floppers and vegetables will all restore different amounts of health, so are well worth carrying. You can also use items that will grant you an additional layer of protection, known as shield, that will help protect you against enemy fire. It will not, however, help against fall damage or the storm, so be cautious even when you have the maximum amount of shield. Shield items include potions, big and small, shield kegs, and shield fish. You may also find items that can restore both health and shield at the same time, which include slurp fish, slurp juice, chug jugs, and slurp splashes. Other items, aside from the standard weapons and healing items, include grenades, dynamite, grapple gloves, and traps. These are all very useful in specific situations, but require some getting used to use effectively. So for your first game, I would try to focus on equipping yourself with an inventory full of a wide assortment of weapons as well as a healing item or two in case of bad situations. Once you're kitted out, you will be ready to travel out into the rest of the map in search of better loot, enemies to defeat and, potentially, victory. which will all be covered in future videos, so be sure to subscribe to not miss out. So good luck with your first game. Goodbye!